A black girl sells lemonade to pay for her mother's chemotherapy. Suddenly, Keanu Reeves passes by and leaves everyone speechless in the neighborhood of Rosewood. 9-year-old Emma Rivera was setting up a lemonade stand by the oak tree on the side of the road. The summer sun was shining down on her small setup, which included a foldable chair with a sign that said, "Lemonade, 50 cents," and a drawing of lemonade she had made that morning. Emma's lemonade stand was special. It wasn't just about making money for toys or treats. She was selling lemonade to help pay for her mom's chemotherapy. Emma's mother, Laura, had cancer and the bills were getting high, making it hard for them to manage. Even though Emma was just a kid, she wanted to help in any way she could. The idea to sell lemonade came to her after hearing her mom's worried phone calls to family about the costs of her treatment. Emma knew that a lemonade stand wouldn't make a lot of money, but she hoped to raise enough for groceries or to help with her mom's bills. As the hours went by, Emma served lemonade to a few people who passed by, mostly neighbors who knew her and her family. They offered her kind words and sometimes gave her a little extra money, moved by her story and determination. As the afternoon wore on, the crowd thinned, and Emma started feeling the fatigue of the day. Her earnings so far were a collection of coins and a few dollar bills, nowhere near enough to make a dent in her mother's hospital bills. Just as Emma was about to start packing up, she heard the low rumble of a motorcycle engine. She looked up, expecting to see one of the neighborhood bikers who sometimes drove through town, but instead, something even more surprising happened. A sleek black car slowly pulled up to her stand. As the door opened, out stepped a familiar figure, Keanu Reeves. Emma didn't recognize him immediately, but the small group of people who had gathered nearby started whispering excitedly. Keanu Reeves, the famous actor known for his roles in The Matrix and John Wick, was standing right in front of her lemonade stand. Emma's eyes widened, not because of his fame, but because he seemed so down-to-earth and approachable, just like anyone else who might have stopped by. Keanu approached her with a warm smile, crouching down to her level. "Hi there," he said kindly. "Are you selling lemonade?" Emma nodded, a bit shy. "Yes, sir. It's 50 cents a cup." Keanu chuckled, pulling out his wallet. He handed her a crisp $100 bill, and Emma's eyes went wide with surprise. "How about I buy a whole pitcher?" he said, holding out the money with a smile. Emma took the bill carefully, almost in disbelief. "Thank you, sir," she said softly, unsure of what else to say. As he took his lemonade, Keanu noticed a handwritten note next to her table that explained why she was selling lemonade. The note read, "My mom is sick, and I want to help her get better. All money goes to her treatments." Keanu's expression softened with compassion as he looked at the small crowd gathered around Emma. "You're doing something amazing, Emma. Not everyone your age would think to help their mom like this," he said. He then addressed the crowd, encouraging them to support Emma, emphasizing that every bit counts. Excited murmurs filled the air as people began approaching her stand, buying lemonade and donating much more than the 50 cents she asked for. Emma was amazed as her cup overflowed with cash. Keanu stayed by her side, helping her serve lemonade and ensuring she felt supported. As more people arrived, Keanu made a phone call, then turned back to Emma with a gentle smile. "Emma, I want you to know that you're not alone in this. I've arranged for someone to help cover your mom's treatment costs." Emma stared at him, barely able to comprehend what he was saying. You mean my mom can get better?" Keanu nodded. "Yes, your mom is going to get the care she needs. You've done something incredible here today, Emma, and I'm honored to be part of it." Overwhelmed with emotion, Emma ran around the table and hugged Keanu tightly. She couldn't find the words to express her gratitude, but Keanu didn't need words to understand how much his gesture meant to her. The people in the crowd cheered, some with tears in their eyes, moved by the kindness and generosity they had witnessed. After a while, Keanu stayed to chat with Emma and her neighbors, ensuring they felt his support. He listened to Emma's stories about her mother, how strong and kind she was and how much she loved her piano, and reassured Emma that her mom was lucky to have such a brave and determined daughter by her side. In the days that followed, Emma's story quickly spread through news outlets and social media, inspiring many with her bravery and Keanu's generosity. Strangers across the country sent letters and donations to support Emma and her family, making her a symbol of hope in her community. With the help of her community, Keanu, and people worldwide, Emma and her mother finally had the resources to fight her mother's illness. Keanu stayed in touch, ensuring they had what they needed during treatment. He even surprised Emma with an invitation to visit a movie set, where she met his co-stars, making her feel like family and inspiring her dreams. As her mother's health improved, Emma continued her lemonade stand, not because she needed the money anymore, but because she wanted to help others. She donated all her proceeds to families who were facing medical challenges, paying forward the kindness that had been shown to her. One sunny afternoon, Keanu visited her again, this time with a team of volunteers. They created a special solar-powered lemonade stand for Emma, complete with a cooler to keep the lemonade cold, a canopy for shade, and a sign that read, "Lemonade for Hope." The stand became a permanent fixture in the community, a place where people gathered to support each other, share stories, and be reminded of the good in the world. Keanu made Emma the ambassador for a new initiative aimed at helping children face similar challenges. Together, they traveled to events, sharing her story and encouraging others to make a difference. Emma found herself speaking at community gatherings, her confidence growing as she realized how powerful her voice could be. Emma's lemonade stand had transformed into something far beyond what she could ever have imagined. It became a symbol of resilience, love, and unity in her community, and Keanu's involvement wasn't just a moment of kindness, it was the beginning of a lifelong friendship and partnership. As the years went by, Emma kept working to help others, always remembering that it all started with her lemonade stand on a quiet street and a kind stranger who stopped to help. She created her own nonprofit organization called Emma's Hope, which provided financial support and emotional care for families facing medical challenges. Every summer, she set up her lemonade stand, bringing together friends, neighbors, and even strangers. The community came together not just to buy lemonade, but to celebrate the strength and kindness that helped them through tough times. In her speeches, Emma would say, "It doesn't matter how big or small your actions are. If you do them with love, they can change lives." I was just a little girl with a lemonade stand, but with a little hope and a lot of help, we created something bigger than I could have ever imagined. Keanu's simple act of kindness started a movement that inspired many for years. As Emma grew up, she remembered the lesson he taught her. Even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference in the world. This story shows us the amazing power of kindness, strength, and community. Emma's determination to support her mother during hard times proves that even small acts of love can have a big impact. Her lemonade stand began as a simple idea, but her bravery and dedication turned it into something special, touching the hearts of everyone who heard her story. Keanu Reeves' unexpected kindness reminds us that we can all help someone in need. Sometimes, it only takes one person's generosity to inspire an entire community to come together. His support not only helped Emma's family financially, it also gave them hope and showed them they weren't alone in their journey. This story encourages us to look beyond appearances and be ready to lend a hand, no matter how small the gesture may seem. In a world that can feel divided, acts of kindness can bring us closer and remind us of our shared humanity. What are your thoughts? Have you ever seen a small act of kindness that had a big impact? Share your experience in the comments below.